With the birth of AI, it seems inevitable that technology will soon be taking over the world. I mean, almost every major company is investing in some sort of AI, and so many corporations are creating robots who pretty soon will be able to formulate their own opinions. AI is already starting to replace many jobs in the workforce, and it really is a huge transition in human evolution. It is a change that will literally affect everyone. This is a thought that honestly scares me to death. I mean, just the fact that a robot can replace me at any point sort of just turns me into this really big existential mess. As I lay in my bed at night, so many questions run through my head. Is my job even safe? Will the government put some sort of chip in my head? When will humanity become more machine than human? These questions circulate through my mind until I fall asleep. Sometimes it just feels like it's impossible to feel any sort of happiness in this so very complex world. As I wake up in the morning, the first thing I reach for is the first technological extension that we have created, the phone. This little device is immediately used to check social media, write down a to-do list, put on music, and check the news. Not only that, but this little device now has access to an AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, which is a robot that can literally think for itself and provide all sorts of value. So, first of all, technology has played a huge role in getting humanity to where it's at. Without it, we wouldn't have all the stuff that we have now. And I think that for humanity to continue evolving and advancing, technology is necessary. So I don't think that getting rid of technology is the right answer. But I do think that in order to find happiness, we have to create distance from it to begin. So I decided to spend the day far from my phone or any other sort of tech. Getting off technology and going into nature is one of the greatest things that you can do for your happiness. And I mean, there are just so many studies that prove the amount of health benefits that nature actually has for you, both for your mental and your physical health. Being outside allows you to be mindful and take a break from all the stimulants surrounding you. Being in this flow state where you feel just relaxed and energized and motivated, this is the first step towards happiness in this technology-filled world. I'm a firm believer that one of the most important things we can do for our happiness is to remove ourselves from technology every once in a while. As phones are a relatively new invention, our minds are just not used to the constant stimulants that it gives us. I mean, so many people, as soon as there's even a little tiny bit of free time, just automatically go and check their phone for notifications. There are so many stimulants surrounding us that our mind just can't handle it, and eventually all our built-up sadness that we have been ignoring by being on our phones will eventually come out. Hey guys, so it's 11. I've been on my phone for like 2 hours, still in bed, and I'm just feeling super unmotivated. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do any work today. I just really want to not do anything. This is why it is so important to take breaks from technology. But how can you make sure to do that consistently? Step 1. Get rid of energy-consuming habits. Put your phone in a box, get away from your desk, set aside all technology. Step 2. Take action on activities that add value to your life. This can be some form of exercise, art, or creative hobby. And finally, step 3. Schedule time in your day without any distractions. Simply sit in a quiet room, pay attention to your breathing and your thoughts, and do this daily for 5 minutes. These 3 steps will allow you to escape technology. However, this is only part 1. So even though we can get away from technology every once in a while, doesn't mean that we can just ignore it. I mean, it plays a huge role in our everyday lives, and that's just a fact. Accepting that technology is here is part of finding happiness. Think about it like a river. The water in a river is constantly flowing in one direction. No matter how bad you want it to flow the other direction, it will continue to flow in the direction that it has always been flowing in. There really is no way to stop the water from going in that direction. Technological advancement is sort of the same thing. No matter what you do, humans will continue to advance in technology because we are just naturally curious creatures. It's in our nature. It doesn't really make any sense to try and fight this advancement, so the best thing that we can do for ourselves is to embrace it. Now, I know that sounds easy, but it's actually quite difficult because humans are generally known to not like change. And especially a topic like artificial intelligence, it's just hard to know how much it will actually change the world. There's a Latin word that actually really helped me out with all this. Amor fati, translating to love of fate in English. It means to love everything that happens, no matter what. It means embracing change and learning how to use it. Amor fati is a phrase that reminds you to swim with the current, accept your fate, and use change to your advantage. So this is honestly one of my favorite phrases, and it has helped me out so much with change. Yes, the world is changing. Yes, many jobs will be replaced, but that has been happening for thousands and thousands of years. The fact that it's happening to us is just simply a reminder that change is nature. New technology will not only take jobs, but it will also create brand new ones. Jobs that are probably safer and a lot easier for us humans. Advancement leads towards evolution, and in the end, that's the way we're always headed in. It all goes back to the river of the water continuing to flow in that same direction. It is the people who adapt the quickest who will come out on top. Just on a day-to-day, for all the writers out there, you can now use ChatGPT to make your job 1,000,000 times easier. For me, I'm a filmmaker. Scripting has become so much easier, captions are done by a bot, and I'm using this advancement to my advantage. It's easy to form opinions and label all technology as evil. But in the end, this doesn't really help at all. I now choose to believe that technology will benefit humanity. Because of this, I now ignited this curiosity towards new advancement that allows me to learn more about it and help in the advancement. I no longer try to resist it, but instead to learn more about it. It really is the simplest formula for happiness. Create space from stimulants, be mindful, and learn to embrace change. These 3 steps will be all you need on your journey to find happiness in a world filled with technology. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Technology and advancement is nothing to be scared of. Like most things, I think we just need to develop a curiosity towards it, and we just need to overall explore it a bit more. I hope this sort of provided a different take on all the content about AI, which, in my opinion, mostly adds towards the confusion, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a great day.